Boruto's Jougan is literally going to be the determining factor in his fight against Kaki. So far, throughout all the chapters of Boruto 2 Vortex chapter 4, we've only seen Boruto fighting in his base form. He literally hasn't even used his karma mark, and I also made a video on why I think Boruto has yet to use his karma mark, and he also has yet to reveal the most awaited eye within the series, and as you all know, it's the Jougan. Kaki, on the other hand, we've already seen him use his karma mark, and we've already seen him use his eye. And to be honest with you, we already know what Kaki's powers are from seeing Jougan and Ishiki fight. I also think that Kaki is going to be more in tune with his karma mark, since as we all know, he's literally been dealing with it his whole entire life. But the most anticipated fight between the two are shaping up with each and every chapter of Boruto 2 Vortex. One of the questions a lot of people are asking is who is going to win this fight, and obviously there is a pretty main answer, and people are just going to automatically say Boruto since he's the main character, but I actually think it's more complicated than just saying the main character is going to win. You can already see the parallel between Kaki and Boruto and how they use their power, with Kaki using any type of extra help and technology that will help him get the job done, compared to what Boruto has shown so far. He's been using his power and his power only. He hasn't relied on the Jougan we already know about, and he hasn't relied on his karma power at all. I think as more and more of the chapters come in Boruto 2 Vortex, I think that the parallel between those two is going to expand even more. Boruto, as we did see him using his karma mark and his Jougan in his fight against Kaki, but I think that whole thing is basically him doing a last stand or a last resort type of thing, where Boruto is going to continue throughout Boruto 2 Vortex using his own power, but going against Kaki, him even respecting Kaki in a sense, he's going to use his two main powers. And if we're going to talk about character development for Boruto, this is literally the most perfect character development we could see within his character. And to be honest with you, that is a really big reason why people hate Boruto, and it's the fact that he cheated during the Chunin exams and used this extra source of power. So it's a very good parallel to his character that we see now within Boruto 2 Vortex. He has yet to use any other source of power except his own. But even with Boruto using his karma, I do think that when it comes to straight hands off of the karmas, I will give it to Kaki, just because of how long Kaki's been dealing with the karma. He literally knows the karma seal end to end, and there's no part of the karma that he does not know. But I know that there's a reason to why Boruto has been training alongside Koji Kashin, and I know that there's still a story left behind on how Sasuke fought Code and how Boruto ran away, and then Koji Kashin finding Boruto and training Boruto. So I think that Koji Kashin has some type of influence on why Boruto has learned all these new jutsu, because I think that at this point they understand that Kaki's karma is very, very dangerous. So Koji Kashin helping Boruto learn some of these new techniques is going to help Boruto get the edge over Kaki. Now the Jougan, on the other hand, is much more complicated than you think. As we all know, so far the Jougan is the same power slash dojutsu that the Otsutsuki god has, and we also know that it contains powers within all three main dojutsu, and if you don't know, those are the Rinnegan, Byakugan, and Sharingan. I think one of the main reasons outside of plot and story for Boruto receiving this eye is the fact that Kaki's karma is always going to be stronger than Boruto's. Just the simple fact that Kaki has had the karma way longer than Boruto, and also the Otsutsuki of the karma between the two, I will always give the edge to Kaki. Kaki has Ishiki and Boruto has Momoshiki, and we know the difference between Naruto and Sasuke fighting Ishiki and Naruto and Sasuke fighting Momoshiki. So we literally already know what the power gap between these two are, and it's actually pretty significant. On top of that, we already know the straight broken dojutsu that Kaki has, and it's going to be extremely hard for people to deal with this power, and we've seen the two strongest people within the Naruto verse go against this and get absolutely slammed. So to ask Boruto to fight this power all by himself, plot wise and scaling wise, is just something impossible unless they pull something else, and I think that's the Jougan. Now I'm not saying that the Jougan is something that they just pulled out of their butt so that Boruto can beat Kaki, and I think that there's a really good plot connection for how Boruto got the Jougan. I just think that the Jougan is going to be the main reason why Boruto defeats Kaki. And again, we cannot deny the fact that this dojutsu that Boruto has is the same exact dojutsu that the Otsutsuki guy possesses. If you think that this dojutsu is going to be something simple, you're tripping. I'm not gonna lie to you. This power is going to be literally the most broken power that we've seen in the Boruto slash Naruto series, because the deity that possesses this eye is the same exact deity that Ishiki wanted to become, and also Shibai. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know if Shibai was already an Otsutsuki god when we seen him, or he was transitioning into the next stage of becoming an Otsutsuki god. And to be honest with y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you, if you're a Naruto and Sasuke fan like me, I ain't gonna lie, we about to be struggling for for these next couple Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and I'm just gonna have to tell you not to cry, because some of the power scaling that we finna see within these next chapter is going to go through the roof. We have already seen how Boruto has been dealing with cold and Jougan level threats and high Otsutsuki level threats, and Boruto has been doing all of this in his base form. So there's already been people already trying to scale Boruto to high, and I'm not going to go into that deep try hard scaling stuff, but the power scaling within Boruto is going to be crazy. Alongside, we have these new villains that possess the double Rinnegan, and assuming that we may potentially see some of these characters like Sarada and Boruto and Kagi deal with these level of threats all by themselves, it's just going to amp the power scaling within the verse even more. So as always, I appreciate you guys tuning into the video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know, what do you think is going to happen between Boruto and Kagi on the Hokage Stone Mountain? And until next time, peace out.